Hi Sayali, nice to see that you've sent us an essay for correction. Let's take a look and see what you wrote here. The topic is international marketing. Here's your answer. In today's contemporary era, multinational marketing plays a vital role throughout the globe. It is indeed a debatable issue that international marketing is often seen as undesirable, harmful for the economy. Okay, full stop. On the other hand, a few support in favor of it. In this essay, we shall discuss both sides and draw a conclusion. Okay, now, that's okay. This sentence was a little awkward, obviously, and I had to put a full stop in the middle of it. But for me, the biggest problem is this, your thesis statement here, that you're going to discuss both sides and draw a conclusion. If you look at the band descriptors, Sayali, for task achievement, under band 7, it says presents a clear position throughout the response. Your position is your answer to whatever this command is, okay? And so when it says throughout means from the beginning to the end. So how can you interpret that? You can interpret that to mean that whatever they're asking you to talk about here, do it in your introduction, okay? So even include your opinion rather than, waiting until the end to give it to us, because without it, we don't have your position, okay? We don't have it until the end. So it is important to include it. So let's move on. To commence with, marketing in any form has a worldwide implications on the consumers. With tremendous growth is technology. World has become a small village. Products are not only marketed for local customers, but also for buyers throughout the globe. People can see these adverts in the form of TV, commercials, billboards, etc. In addition to these expensive ways, it's easier and cheaper to create a brand identity for a product via internet and social media. Moreover, these advertisements have huge impact on the mindset of customers. For instance, launch of a mobile phone Apple 10 is not only pertaining to a specific domestic customers, but also for international consumers who can be kept updated about the latest technology. Okay, I wanted to read the whole thing first before I began kind of pointing out what some of the good things and what some of the errors were. I want to talk to you first again about task achievement. Remember what you're supposed to be doing here. You're supposed to be talking about two different aspects of international marketing. International marketing as invasive and intrusive, okay? And international marketing as this necessary form of education, an economical form of education, one that spreads ideas, language, and culture. So reading this whole thing, I don't know which of those two ideas you were talking about here. You said that it has implications on the consumer. You said that people can see these advertisements. You were basically just describing to us how marketing works around the world. But I don't know if you were talking in favor of it or talking against it. And so it's unclear, essentially. Okay, your central idea is unclear. And it's important for coherence and cohesion that you have a clear central idea. Okay, so also in terms of task achievement, I can't draw any conclusions from this. I don't know what you're saying. I'm not really, I don't really feel like you've developed the topic sufficiently. That is, you've talked about international marketing, but neither of the two things here that you were supposed to talk about. You talked about it in a more general way without really expressing some sort of opinion. So that's as far as task achievement goes. Now let's talk about grammar and vocabulary. We don't really use this to commence with, not to begin a paragraph, okay? You could just say to begin, which is clearer, more acceptable, okay? So that's one thing you could have done. Marketing in any form has worldwide implications. You had a plural here, so get rid of the A. And then get rid of the consumers, because we don't know which consumers you're talking about. You're talking about consumers in general, so you don't need the. This sentence was grammatically incorrect. With tremendous growth as technology, world has become... I didn't understand that. I think you meant with the tremendous growth in technology, the world has become a small village. And then this made sense. And then this word is billboards, but not billboards, so get rid of that A. So again, I didn't know where you were going with this. You're talking about people being marketed to, but you didn't really tell me if it was invasive or intrusive, or you didn't tell me if it was educational. So I didn't get that. Okay, let's see. And then we don't use apostrophes here. That is, we don't use contractions, I should say. Not we don't use apostrophes. We don't contract our words in an academic essay. So no it's, no can't, no won't. It has to be fully written out. It is. Okay? And it's the internet. And then you said they have a huge impact on the mindset of the customers, but again, I didn't realize if it was a good thing or a bad thing, if it was invasive or educational. And then not only pertaining, but does not only pertain. It's a try to revise a little bit the difference when we use the continuous and when we use the simple present. Okay, yeah, so that's a little bit about the grammar and the vocabulary. But like I said, for me, the biggest problem here was task achievement. Okay, let's take a look at the second paragraph. On the other hand, the biggest disadvantage of international marketing is that the customers are overloaded with unnecessary and irrelevant information. Okay, explain that to me. Why? How are they overloaded? Furthermore, the local retailers and vendors fail to attract more customers as buyers tend to prefer branded products. Okay, why? Do local retailers and vendors not sell branded products? That's confusing. This not only affects the local businesses, but also tends to diminish the domestic culture. For example, due to westernization, people in India do not prefer using khadi, a form of cloth. Instead, they go for a Western outfit. They go for, by the way, is again informal. It's not considered academic. You could have said they prefer, or they choose, or they select. Okay? This has resulted in the loss of Indian cultural heritage. All right, but what does this have to do with marketing? Okay, so are you saying that this westernization has happened because people are marketed to? You have to explain that. That's not a leap that the reader is supposed to make. Okay, so if you want to talk about, yeah, I mean, you talked about westernization, but you didn't really link it to marketing, and so you needed to do that. All right, to hammer the nail is an idiomatic expression, and idiomatic expressions do not belong in task 2 because, as I said, they are not academic. All right, so save this for your speaking test. So to conclude, through global marketing, the world is now a common marketplace for all. In my opinion, international marketing without the should be encouraged, but it should also be closely monitored so the local culture or businesses is local culture. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Local culture or businesses are not hampered. That's fine. Okay, so you should have some ideas now about some of the strengths of this essay as well as some of the weaknesses. I think it would really be beneficial to you to sign up to the online course. We also have essay packages just for essay corrections if that's something you want to look at as well. But I would like to see you on the course. I think you would really benefit from the structure, from the template, and from all the sentences, all the vocabulary, everything that's really given to you in the course to help you improve your writing. So see if that's something you can do. I look forward to seeing more of your writing, and I wish you good luck.